YouTube, what the crap's going on? It's Saturday, and you're gonna get a 3v3 Warhammer battle. Hope you all enjoy this one. Let's hit this here. It's gonna be, I think, 2 Empires and a Bretonnia versus a Vampire, Bretonnia, and Empire. What, the Empire army? It's like so few units. Oh, the Regiments of Renown. I was wondering, it's like, why are there so many upgrades in those guys? Yeah, Regiment of Renown like start off like level 9. That one Empire army is just really awkward. Let's see though. Let's see if I can even tell what's going on. I'm gonna pause it here just to try and get a look at the actual armies and see what we're doing. So over here on the red team, I see some Pistoliers, Zentler's Reichsguard, a couple of Outriders. That's like so much skirmish cabin. I don't really put much faith in those guys. So we got the Dire Pack, Claw of Nagash, a couple Cairn Wraiths. Let's see what is with the freaking. Can you all hear the zoom? Like, woo! That debug camera. Wow. Had to scroll like 6,000 times to. I'm gonna have to like let the free scroll go on my mouse here. Only way to get up and down. So we got 2 Graveguard, the Sternsmen. There's Reichsguard. What is with the scroll speed? Is this just because it's on pause? Holy scroll speed! What? There we go. I don't know what was going on there, but like it finally kicked up. So the Sunmaker is up here. Wow, that thing puts out a serious amount of rockets. There's another Sunmaker, or Hammer of Witches up here. The Sunmaker would do better to probably fire at all this infantry, which is where it's going to be more effective. So I don't know, this is going to be crazy with all the armies. What do we got? Some flying death squads here from Bretonnia. Looks like several of them. They're taking cannon fire. Here comes a Luminarch. Holy Luminarch. It hit a couple of those Pegasus Knights pretty well too. There's the Tempelhof Luminarch. What do we got over here? Grail Knights for the Bretonnian player. This should be interesting. I'm not going to worry about covering all the armies. We'll see them in the end. Let's just kind of watch the action. So if we look at the terrain here, wow, this map, the terrain does not like me. A lot of good terrain for the players who start up here on the hill. These other guys are going to have a uphill battle quite literally. Holy moly. Sorry, I apologize about the scrolling. I'm doing my best. Whenever there's a lot of hills on a map and you're using the debug camera like me, it gets really awkward. I've been meaning to try out that improved camera mod and see if it's just a better solution. Obviously it won't work in multiplayer, but to see if it's a little bit better solution. Here comes the Knights of the Blazing Sun charging towards Pistoliers who are getting wrecked by handgunners. So yeah, the handgunners taking care of business there. Pegasus Knights probably ought to steer it clear of this as well, but they did not, so the Pegasus Knights getting wrecked. Here comes the Tempelhof Luminarch again, pulling a couple more Pegasus Knights out of the air. It seems to be fairly accurate versus those. Field Trebuchets getting wrecked. Oh, this thing over here is just... What were they thinking? Sunmaker's completely unguarded. Not sure what they're thinking over there. All the flying units here just flying around right in front of the guns too, and you can't get in here prematurely with flying units. They're gonna come in here and attack the different gun units and stuff. They actually went straight into a spearman there. Yeah, I mean, you can do this, but I mean, there's so many enemy infantry around, and your infantry's not in a position. Well, okay, now they are. If they charge all this stuff up, could work out, but they're about to get hit with a net. Wow. So yeah, they're screwed right there. And then this Sunmaker, I don't know what they were thinking putting that out on its own. That's a huge investment that's about to get wrecked for only 4 kills. Now there's just nets flying everywhere over here because there's so many Empire players. And there's like all this Net of Ammon talk, Grand Shield of Faith, Grand Hammer. That's going to be a Volkmar the Grim somewhere in here. Or an Archlector, there he is. So the Archlector. The flying units back here for Bretonnia are trying to keep the guns pinned down. And right now that's kind of working. Here comes the Cryptors. Again, I apologize for the redonkulously stupid scroll speed that I'm experiencing here. Vampires are about to get outflanked. The Bretonnia player here is still holding the hill and moving down with a couple of units. These silver bullets, they better focus that unit or they're going to be in trouble. But it looks like the team on the downside of the hill is potentially getting outflanked. But this flying death squad that I thought was going to die is actually still quite alive over here. And they're actually whipping up on Karl Franz. This big blob in the center is probably going to favor vampires. At least I'm thinking it will. Looks like there's some kind of Bretonnian magic maybe that hit that, like a celestial wizard. Yeah, there's a celestial wizard here, a damsel. Well, a damsel, not a celestial wizard. Lore of Heavens is what I should say. So this big blob, like I said, is definitely going to favor vampires. This is not an engagement that any of the enemy players should have taken. There's a ton of vampires in here, and they're all under the Invocation into Heck, which should actually be affecting any units in here from other factions. Vaz Protection. So yeah, the Cryptors are having a field day over here on all these gunners. Who did we bring here for the vampires? We had an Arch Selector there. Strigoi Ghoul King. Yeah, so that other unit of horrors that came up was probably spawned. The handgunners over here got wrecked. Karl Franz here is kind of barely alive, and there's a King Luan here. And let's see, there's a couple of Zentler's Reichsguard. So not a great engagement for those guys. This is a crazy battle. There is stuff going on absolutely everywhere. Bretonnian troops getting chased off. A heck of a lot of Grail Knights back here that are sitting on some massive upgrades. Not really sure what the purpose of that is, but I guess when you're Bretonnia, you might have the money to do something like that. Look at the Silver Bullets just sitting back here firing 96 kills. They've still got 4 ammunition left. Yeah, these Knights of the Blazing Sun are going to get a lot of kills there too. Like, as expected though, the vampires are over here tanking it out, using their invocations. Wow! Did you see that shot off the Tempelhof Luminarch? That probably picked up a lot of kills. Nets flying in all over the vampires here while they're blobbed up. If the Luminarch has another shot ready, that's going to be brutal. But here comes a Knights of the Realm into the Luminarchs. This is very, very bad. These supporting units should have been down here in front of the Luminarch, and it's going to potentially die here. Look at this though, the howitzers and the cannons firing into this blob. Just beautiful for artillery. Miss lightning bolt over there. Looks like the Luminarch's going to be safe for a moment, but it really needs to get out of there. It's being attacked. And these spearmen should be up here protecting it, but it didn't happen, so the Tempelhof Luminarch's going to go down. Where's that big pack of Grail Knights at? Okay, they're all back here chasing stuff around. These Grail Knights are actually going to probably play a big role here. And look at this. The Silver Bullets just standing here, not being challenged. Here comes a Zentler's Reichsguard. Hopefully they're going to be smart enough to go for these Silver Bullets. Let's see what happens. No, they're going to turn away from the Silver Bullets. They're going to get wrecked. And then there's a Grail Knight right here that can protect them too. So I'm seeing a ton of mistakes in here from the different players, but it is a very fun, chaotic battle in the sense that it's just kind of going back and forth all over the place. This vampire blob just swinging around the battlefield, wrecking all in its path, but with a bunch of Grail Knights left, they're going to be in some serious trouble. This Zentler's Reichsguard's had so many opportunities to destroy these handgunners and just gets completely owned by him, and this is going to be really, really bad. There's a Altdorf Griffites here that could do the exact same thing. These gunners should definitely be dead. Up to 150 kills here. It's being allowed to fire all their ammunition. Alright, let's see. The Grail Knights are starting to work their way back to the battlefield. There's a Damsel and a Light Wizard and some Reichsguard that they're going to easily destroy, mop up these units. Look at this, the net all over the vampires again. The Tempelhof Luminarch might have done that. So let's see another Light Wizard up here. So Luminarch the Luminarch's out of ammo. It only got 57 kills. Probably could have done better there. Just look at this, all the nets all over the vampires, but they're free now. So Leon Kerr is going to die in there. There comes a shot from the Light Wizard right in the middle of all the vampires. The Light Wizard's getting taken out by a Royal Altdorf Griffin. These Silver Bullets just continue to allow to be fired. They're down to their 4 ammunition. These guys are going to get a tremendous number of kills. 189. That's a lot in Warhammer. Here comes some Grail Knights. These guys are still kind of just roaming around. I wonder if they're just like, I don't know what they're doing, but they're kind of just roaming around all over the battlefield. And look at this once again. The cavalry just marching around right in front of the Silver Bullets. So many missed opportunities. They're getting shot now, the Altdorf Griffites, and here comes the Grail Knights. And with all that magic damage, I have to assume these guys are going to mop up what's left of the vampires. This Arch Lector is holding out like a boss. Look at him. Just completely surrounded. Let's check this guy out. So here's your Arch Lector. Just a real beastly warrior priest. I can't believe he's holding on for that long. He's got the damage resistance. That's probably a big piece of it. Look at this, 215 kills. They're finally going to run out of ammo. The silver bullets there. Looks like the Grail Knights all swung around to help take out the Archlector and some of these Altdorf Griffites. The Vampires have... I'm surprised some of these units haven't hit the regen cap. Some of them have not. This is nuts. This is like one of the most chaotic battles. I like it. Like I said, it's not the most organized or well fought on both sides, but sometimes the chaotic battles are the more... like, sometimes they're just more fun. See the Grail Knights in here fighting. The Vampires still trying to keep their units regenerated. Those silver bullets finally ran out of ammo. The Grail Knights are going to do very well versus the ethereal units, but they're going to have to kind of use the infantry to tank the damage and then charge. This Archlector, this guy is just like beasting out the damage. Look at that, he's not even budging. Just sitting there at 2375. He's not even being, somehow not even being damaged by the units around him. There he goes. He took a little damage finally. This guy's a monster. Did they finally kill the, I was wondering if they finally killed this. No, the silver bullets got thrown into melee. I totally feel like the Grail Knights could easily surround and destroy what's left of this vampire blob, especially with the help of the infantry, but they're not being used real well for that. And I apologize, I'm not getting a ton of close-ups, but the camera is just extremely wonky. I'm thinking, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna go to the controls. There we go. That'll turn off the, there we go. Oh, that's better. I can't get you quite as good a high-level views, but yeah, it's definitely the debug camera that causes it. So yeah, check it out. All the vampires in here fighting. Corpse cart still in here. Look at all these Grail Knights. Those guys look awesome. Bunch of Empire spearmen. It's gonna be pretty close. I don't think the vampires can tank this one out, though. I think there's too much support from the other side. But I'm assuming the vampires got a lot of work done. But all this magic damage off of the Grail Knights is probably going to be too much to handle. Sternsmen have replenished all they can replenish. There's going to be repeated charges here, so yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of the vampires, but this was a pretty fun battle. It was really chaotic. There was a ton of different units. I kind of like that, you know, sometimes when the mistakes get made, it can be kind of, you can be like, oh no, I'm cringing because they're making a mistake, but at the same time, like, it kind of leads to some pretty hilarious scenarios, you know, like where all those Pegasus Knights got in early like that, and then those silver bullets ended up racking up 215 kills, which is like a dream come true for a unit like that. Let's watch these Grail Knights get some work done. There we go. Check it out, these vampires eating a bunch of magic flaming lances. Yeah, these guys are going to get absolutely wrecked. Surrounded by flaming lances on almost all sides. There's even more that can join the fight up here too. Is that Archlector still alive? Holy moly. I only got 37 kills, but I mean, this guy, I don't know if I'm missing something, but or if there was something glitched out or what, but that guy was insane. And look at the vampires holding on this too. The Strigoi Ghoul King, like, almost untouched. Let's check him out up close. Okay, the vampires must have crumbled there. Ghoul King, like, he just didn't care, man. He was going to fight that one to the bitter end. That was kind of fun. Apologize for the weird scroll wheel. You guys will have to forgive that there. Let's check out some of the kills on these guys. Red Blood, so Pyrrhic Victory. Red Blood, here he is over here. Let's see. Wow, 149 kills of the Hammer of Witches. I didn't catch that. And then, yeah, the Silver Bullets at 224, so that was his best units for sure. Nothing spectacular on that Empire player. Let's check out Bretonia. 220 kills on the Grail Knights. Holy crap, man. Those guys got a hold of something. Let's see here. General Gillis. Let's see. Zantler's Reichsguard picked up a lot of kills. Not a bad performance for some of these units. But yeah, this Sunmaker got wasted. Let's see what the Vampire did. 145 kills with the Sternsmen. That is definitely not bad for them. The Claw of Nagash. Not doing, well, I mean, it could have done a ton of damage if it lived long enough. Nothing spectacular there. Let's see. The Bretonian player got a lot of kills with these Knights of the Realm there. But nothing spectacular else. Well, decent kills in some of the Pegasus Knights. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Appreciate it being submitted. Hey, you know what? I've got other replays to show you here, so I'll be back in a minute. Say in a minute. It may not be a minute for you. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Appreciate your viewing. If you subscribe, review, comment, like, all that stuff helps me out a lot. Support me on Patreon. All those things are very much appreciated. You all are wonderful. Great audience to be recording for. I really appreciate it. And appreciate MSI for sponsoring the build I'm recording this on. And I will see you all back next time with some more online action.